Welcome to Quiztopia, a celebration of curiosity, confidence, and quick thinking. Now let's see what you know and how fast you know it. Here's your first question. Golfers, they carry clubs for every kind of trouble. One of them sends the ball soaring straight up almost, going very short distances forward. Now, which golf club is designed to hit the ball the shortest distance with the highest loft? Is that the Sky Spoon, the Lob Wedge, the Sand Wedge, or the Feather Fairway Flicker? It can send the balls towering and then landing perfectly short right in front. Perfect for clearing bunkers or stopping the ball on a fast green. We're talking about the Lob Wedge. Yes, a sky-high specialist built for precision. Some pop acts don't just release songs, they come with a whole animated universe built in. Now, which group is the fictional K-pop act featured in the film K-pop Demon Hunters? Is that KDA, Maeve, Huntrix, or aespa? They look like idols, they sound like idols, but their story plays out somewhere very different. We're talking about Huntrix. Yes, they exist entirely inside the film world, but the song would go when up, has been booming in the charts. Quick fire. What is anastomosis? Is that a connection between branching structures or a desert mirage? It appears in bodies and rivers is a connection between branching structures. Yes, it describes the channels that split and reconnect. Some countries, they dominate the headlines for their size, while others dominate the headlines with their sheer amounts of people. Now, these often get mixed up. Now, which one of these countries is not among the top 10 most populous in the world? Is that Argentina, Nigeria, Pakistan, or the United States? Yes, this one might have been tricky, but the countries with a lot of people in them top 10, you have Nigeria there, you have Pakistan, and of course you have the United States. Argentina, however, it is massive on the map, but its population is closer to that of a single global megacity. Yes, not as big as a populous people as the country. Populous people, the words. It's a word that you see everywhere, from science labs to barcode scanners or sci-fi movies. Behind it is a surprisingly long and technical phrase. Now, which acronym comes from the phrase light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation? LiDAR, radar, laser, sonar. Yes, the short version is much easier to say than the full explanation. I'm talking about laser. Yes, the acronym became so common that most people never really say the full phrase anymore. Here we see the halftime report. A lot of points are floating around, and here we see your place on the leaderboard and your prize pool. But take a look at this, the top three. Wow, way to go, but more questions are coming. Aliens and the 4th of July, it's bound to be a box office hit. Who is the lead actor in the movie Independence Day? Is that Will Smith, Tom Cruise, Nicolas Cage, or Bruce Willis? He welcomed the aliens, yes, with attitude and punched them in the face. It's Will Smith. Yes, that role officially announced him as a full-on movie star. It's a novel where generations blur together. Reality bends just a little, and the everyday sits comfortably next to the magical all without ever feeling strange. Who wrote 100 Years of Solitude? Is that Isabel Allende, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Mario Vargas Llosa, or George Luis Borges? George Luis Borges. Was it him? Do you think it was? Well, then you'd be wrong, because it's Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Yes, some stories don't just tell a tale, they create the whole world that refuses to let go. Quickfire. Which one here is a river? Loire or Burgundy? Or Burgundy? Yes, one of these is a river that flows across France, and that is the Loire. It's a major river in France. On Earth, seasons, they happen because our planet is tilted as it travels around the sun. Some planets, they spin almost perfectly upright. Which planet has a very weak season because its axis is barely tilted? Is that Mars, Saturn, Mercury, or Uranus? Yes, here a tiny tilt means a very tiny seasonal change. In Mercury, yes, the tiny tilt, it makes sure that the seasons, they are the same all the time. It's either very hot or very cold. You know, clothing wasn't always about fashion. Sometimes it was just about staying alive. Which one of these clothing items was used earliest in human history? Is that animal skins, woven fabric, leather shoes, or metal armor? You might have guessed it. A lot of things on the list here, they came later as skills and materials approved, but animal skins have always been around. Early humans used animal skins for warmth and shelter tens of thousands of years ago. It's time to take a look at the winners. Who was able to go on top of that leaderboard? Here we see the top 10, the best of the best. Congratulations, players. You were fast, you were quick, and most importantly, you were correct. And therefore, you get the top prizes, especially you, Quiz Star. Shout out to our Quiz Star here, number one. But there's more. Yes, more prizes to be handed out. We have our wild card winners. You stacked up on your prize pool. Maybe you just relaxed here in the quiz. You were like, oh, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna make sure I get the right answer. And there, look at that. You're bringing some prizes home. Congratulations, players. Very well done to all of our winners. Very nicely done. All for Quiztopia now. But until next time, keep sharp, good luck, and happy quizzing.